Come on, let's watch the new trailer for Hogwarts Legacy. Hello Greg-ghouls, hello to you there and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Only yesterday did Avalanche Studios release their first trailer of Hogwarts Legacy. And let me tell you, I thought it was incredible. I think they've done such a good job. I am so excited for this game. An RPG in the Wizarding World at Hogwarts. What could be better? I loved the original Philosopher's Stone game, Chamber of Secrets, all the way through to some of the later games where you could explore the whole of Hogwarts. But this is going to be a completely brand new experience. You get to check out Hogsmeade, Hogwarts, and do all the Hogwarts lessons, learn new skills, find fantastic beasts. There is so much to do, and only a bit of it has been released in the exclusive trailer released at the PlayStation convention yesterday. So before we begin looking at the trailer, I'm just going to read you a quick synopsis of what the game entails. Experience Hogwarts in the 1800s. Your character is a student who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the Wizarding World apart. You have received a late acceptance to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and soon discover that you are no ordinary student. You possess an unusual ability to perceive and master ancient magic. Only you can decide if you will protect the secret for the good of all, or yield to the temptation of more sinister magic. Discover the feeling of living at Hogwarts as you make allies, battle dark wizards, and ultimately decide the fate of the Wizarding World. Your legacy is what you make of it. The synopsis obviously giving us a taste of what's inside, but let's take a look at the trailer and see the visuals that they have given us. I'm going to play the trailer. You can get some of my reactions to all my favourite bits, because I have watched this a couple of times already, just a few. Maybe 6 or 7 times, but I am hella excited for this game. If you couldn't already tell, it's going to be very positive, so let's go on the journey and watch the trailer to Hogwarts Legacy. Here we go. I've got an advert. Okay, this is it. Here we go. So exciting. So it's Avalanche Games. I've not heard of Avalanche Games before, but I presume they're a great studio. They seem to have done a great job with this, and we can see exactly what they've been doing.
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history.
So already a little teaser is whoever's narrating this actually narrated the first couple of Harry Potter games. And I think that's exciting that they've pulled this guy out. I didn't know he's still alive. And they've actually got him to do the voiceover for the beginning, you know, during and at the end. So those people who have played some of the really old video games might recognise that. Instantly, we've got a game-like version of the Harry Potter soundtrack playing in the background. And right now we've got a carriage, and I presume Thestrals are flying it, but who knows?
That common bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts.
And there it is. There is Hogwarts. Which looks very different in certain places to in the film, which is obviously 200 years later. So who knows what changes will have happened.
Now it is time to add your own story to these hallowed halls.
Oh, hallowed halls? Deathly hallowed halls? Possibly. But already exciting that they're talking about it's going to be your experience, it's your story. Very exciting. The Great Hall here, which again looks very different to the Great Hall that we're used to, but what an absolutely stunning shot. They have done such a good job. Let's continue. We've got the library. I love the library in the Chamber of Secrets game. That was always a great place to try and sneak into, but hopefully with this we're going to have a lot more secrets, a lot more places to discover, and a lot more content to see from Hogwarts. Okay, so the staircase going back together again, amazing. I remember you had Reparo in one of the older games, but it was always small things. But is this Reparo? Is this just what the castle used to do? Who knows? Where does the staircase go? No idea. The library again.
Witches and wizards.
Even the corridors, you've got all the statues of armour that are moving as you're walking through the corridors. Amazing. All these new teachers, we don't know who they are. So here we've got the grounds, and my friend Sam actually picked out that this sort of dragon, or sort of like a gargoyle in the garden, could actually be Lumos, like in the Chamber of Secret games from years ago. So who knows, but they have done such a good job. Like, the environments look absolutely fantastic. Here we've got the broomsticks. So is Quidditch going to be part of it? That would expand this game massively. The Quidditch World Cup game is one of my favourite games ever. I'm not really into FIFA, but make it Quidditch, and I definitely am. And we've got Potions, who's not Snape. We've got Herbology, who isn't Sprout. So many new characters. So already we're going to be brewing potions apparently. I have also read that brewing potions and learning new skills, improving your skills, is going to be a vital part of the whole story, which I love character development and upgrading in games, so that's going to be exciting. And then we move on to the moon calves, which we have right here, who look super cute. I guess they are trying to tie in Fantastic Beasts and some of the new beasts that we know with this sort of older story, so that's going to be particularly exciting to see.
And mastering spells.
Hogsmeade, again, looks fantastic. I'm really happy that we get to explore more than just Hogwarts. I mean, that would be enough, but it just gives it another dimension. I think with this game we are going to be able to go out of Hogwarts a lot and really explore environments in and around Hogwarts. And then we move on to flying hippogriffs. Now, some of you might remember that you did get to fly hippogriff in the Prisoner of Azkaban game. However, this is taking it to a whole new level, and as I just said, we are exploring different parts, different areas. I'm wondering if in America they have Hagride, which is the Hagrid ride that takes you around the sort of grounds of Hogwarts. So maybe this is going to be showing us, you know, the bits of Hogwarts that we don't ever see, people might not travel out to, but it's still there. So again, opening up massively. But as I say, in the third game you did get to fly Buckbeak and do some mini games. However, this looks like a whole new level. But then it turns quite dark. So we've got Inferi, Dementors, and this other thing that's running at us at 10,000 miles per hour. Wondering how they are going to sort of incorporate all these things together. What I really love about this trailer is the level of magic. It's magic we've never seen before. I want to know what all these things do. I mean, coming up to the next clip, we have this sort of wall which is going to unravel, expand. I'm not really sure. There's secret walls you can go into, you're repairing bridges. Oh, the graphics are insane. Again, more creatures, a troll. And then we have this sort of evil dude, who we don't really learn that much about from the whole of the trailer. Has a mask on, which looks very similar to Death Eater masks, so maybe that's where they get the idea from, I'm not sure. But we've also got a dragon.
The journey ahead.
Lots of dueling, spiders.
Reveal what you stand for.
That dragon looks ferocious. And again, the end music, which sounds a little bit like Avengers.
Will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
How epic does that look? Wow, I've watched this so many times already, and every time I watch it I'm seeing new things, making new theories, wanting to know more, and I just think it's a phenomenal trailer. I think the one thing which I'm really excited about the most is that it's got nothing to do with the Harry Potter series, it's not to do with Fantastic Beasts. Hopefully there's no weird cameos of characters that pop up. I want it to just be a completely different story, but within the same world, and I hope they really stick to the idea that it is your story. I'm excited for that, and also just the idea of exploring Hogwarts. As you've seen in the trailer, Hogwarts looks a little different to the films that we all know and love, but I think it's actually retaining a lot of the book information. And I quite like the idea that, you know, some things might be behind. There might not be spells that they currently know, because they might learn them between that and the Harry Potter series coming out. I like the idea that there's different teachers, there's different students, but of course there's the same 4 Hogwarts houses. And I think it's great that you get to choose which house you're in. It's quite similar to a game I played quite a few years ago called Fable, and that was a game where every decision that you made would either be a good decision or would have consequences, and you kind of had morality as well as learning new skills and going on adventures. So I am hoping this game does exactly the same thing, and you get to pursue all the things that you're really interested in while you're at Hogwarts. I kind of don't like those games where they force you to want to do everything. I mean, being a Hogwarts, I probably will want to do everything, but it's interesting that there's different things you can learn, making your character stronger and probably more advanced when maybe dueling or going after creatures. I'm not too sure. That trailer just gives you so much scope of what's to come. I mean, that is a 2.5 minute trailer, and there is a whole game which could have bonus features and DLCs, who knows. But I just think it was a phenomenal trailer, and I think right now, at this time in the Harry Potter community, we needed something to maybe be a bit more uplifting, and I definitely think that has done the trick. I actually follow the official Hogwarts Legacy account on Instagram and Twitter at Hogwarts Legacy, very simple, and hopefully that's just a taste, and in the coming months they give us a little bit more. I'm most excited to explore Hogwarts and find all those secrets, but I would love to know which parts of the trailer were your favourite and what you're looking most forward to in playing Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, and as usual, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for brand new content every weekend. You can find more of my videos just here, or just here. As usual, I'm going to ask you to stay safe, stay magical, and remember to never ever let those muggles get you down. Until next time, all the best. Bye!